Hello and welcome. My name is Rebecca Cahoon. I'm a certified professional weight loss coach here today to talk to you about one of the very basics of the struggle with weight loss, and that is, how do we get ourselves to eat one way when we're so used to eating another way, and basically have created a habit. And in order to answer that question, one of the first things that we need to address is what value or what benefit are you getting from eating the way that you already are? Because a lot of times we just do it because it's what we've done and it's what we know and it's easy because it's already something that we're familiar with. And if that's the case, then the answer is simple. It's just a process of learning new behaviors, say for example finding new recipes. And I encourage you, if that's the case too, for you, to just start incorporating one new recipe a week. You find something that is healthier or follows the framework that we talked about in previous videos as far as what you should be eating, and just start to incorporate those, because that's going to be slowly starting to incorporate new behaviors to replace the old ones. That answer is quite simple. But if you already know what it is that you want to do, and if the struggle for you is not the actual just fundamentals of getting yourself to go through the new processes, then there's maybe an underlying reason. And I think it's true for all of us that on some level we get a certain amount of comfort or we get a certain amount of pleasure from eating certain types of food. These particularly tend to be foods that are sweet and foods that are high in fat. And that's for good reason. That's the way that we were designed. And so not beating yourself up about that again, but just recognizing that that's human nature. So on some piece we're all going to be looking for pleasure for certain things. But what I want to know specifically that's going to help you shift from sticking with those old behaviors to going to the new ones is recognizing what particular value you're getting out of eating or drinking those particular foods. An example of this is I had a client who just recently was telling me every morning she likes to go and get Starbucks, and she likes to have coffee, and it's the mocha lattes or whatever they are, but they're not exactly calorie free and they're not exactly great for your body, and she wanted to shift that. And so she started to incorporate drinking some green drinks and some things that are a little bit healthier, which was great. It was great that she was looking for solutions and replacing, the old behavior with a new one that was, better for her. But the question I asked her was, what value, what benefit do you get from drinking coffee? What are you looking for when you go in for coffee in the morning? And then she started to describe to me that she was looking for, comfort, and she was looking for warmth, and she was looking for, the flavor. I said, that's great. That's what she's getting. So when she goes to replace that, she needs to also find something that is warm, that is comforting, and that may have a little bit of flavor to it. Because when she goes to replace it with the, the smoothie or the green drink, the fact of the matter is she's not getting what she's looking for out of that. With the green drink, she's getting health, which is great, and she's getting vitality, and she's not getting the amount of calories, which are all great things, but it's not what her body is looking for in that immediate moment. So as we go to shift from, replacing old habits with new, we want to recognize what are we really looking for? What do we need in that moment? If we're looking for something that's going to pick us up and be pleasurable, then we need to find some good, healthy alternatives that are going to meet that need instead of trying to force or cram something else that we know logically is better, but it's still not going to satisfy our body. And that's a really, really critical piece as you're making these changes going forward into the future.